famous seaside place called Blackpool, that's noted for fresh air and fun, where Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, in a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. Well, they didn't think much to the ocean. The waves were all squiddly and small. There were no wrecks and nobody drowning. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So, seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where there's lions and tigers and camel, and old ale and sandwiches too. There were one great big lion called Wallace. His face were all covered with scars, and he lay in a sondulate posture with the side of his face on the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they were ferocious and wild, and you could see Wallace lying so peaceful. Well, it didn't seem right to the child. So straightways the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with the horse's head handle and pushed it in Wallace's ear. Now you can see the lion didn't like it, for it gave a kind of a roll, and it pulled Albert inside the cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole. Now Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know what to do next, said, "Mother, your lion's at Albert." And Mother said, "I am vexed." So Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly, when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your lad he's eaten?" Pa said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." So the manager had to be sent for. He came and he says, "What's to do?" Pa said, "Yon lion's eaten our Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." Then Mother said, "Right's right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for a lion to go and eat Albert and have to be paid to come in." The manager wanted no trouble. He took out his purse right away and said, "How much to settle the matter?" Pa said, "What do you usually pay?" But Mother turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone and said, No, somebody's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon. Round they went to the police station in front of the magistrate chap. They told him what happened to Albert and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At this Mother got proper blazing. "And thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What waste all our lives raising children to feed running lions, not me."